As Good as It Gets is a hit dramatic comedy released in 1997, starring Jack Nicholson as a bigoted neighbor with obsessive-compulsive disorder who clashes with his gay next-door neighbor. The film was a significant hit at the box office and was critically acclaimed, receiving multiple Academy Award nominations, winning 2 of them. When Melvin Udall, Jack Nicholson, is asked to look after his artist neighbor's little dog Verdell following a violent robbery, he is reluctant. He had dumped the dog in the building's garbage disposal a few days prior, and isn't exactly his neighbor Simon's biggest fan, and vice versa. And yet, the little pooch wins Melvin over completely, revealing a softer side to this otherwise odious individual. Carol, Helen Hunt, is the only waitress willing to wait on Melvin, who is horrible to pretty much everybody he meets. But even her patience is running thin as she is dealing with a sick child at home, struggling somewhat financially. The film puts Melvin, Simon and Carol, 3 very different people, in a situation where they're going to have to listen to each other, help each other, maybe even love each other, if they are to become better, happier people. As Good as It Gets doesn't sound like much. It's the kind of old-fashioned comedy that is often attempted but very rarely any good. Yet, thanks to razor-sharp script by Mark Andrus and James L. Brooks, breezy and creative direction by the latter, and a cast at the top of their game, the film is elevated well above most other rom-coms. Jack Nicholson plays to his strengths here, but also goes against type. He has a lot of fun with Melvin Udall's darker side, but works hard to make his humanity shine through. It may not be the role you'd expect Nicholson to win an Oscar for, but it's not undeserved. Helen Hunt has never been better, giving a very strong yet vulnerable and natural performance, while Greg Kinnear also balances his character's strengths and vulnerability brilliantly. Cuba Gooding Jr. also does a great job as Simon's hot-headed art dealer, and look out for a sweet cameo by Harold Ramis. This is a genuinely funny film with some eternally quotable moments, but it's also an emotional journey with tears and laughs in equal amounts, not to mention a good amount of anger and cruelty. As Good as It Gets does have its corny moments, and not everyone will be sold on the racist dude with a heart of gold plot, but it's hard to deny how well this film is written and that the cast totally sells it. There's a light, upbeat tone to this film despite the stuff that happens in it, and Hans Zimmer's beautiful score helps set it quite a bit, which makes it very charming despite its meaner aspects. As far as romantic comedies go, this is about as good as it gets. Sorry, couldn't help myself. This is a clever, funny and heartfelt film that'll stay with you long after watching it. It may not be for everyone, but this is James L. Brooks and this whole cast at their very best, so it's well worth the detour.